We joined Candice Bass Robinson this morning at Bass Racing to take us through her runners for Hollywood Bets Durbanville on Sunday. Going to be a brilliant day's racing. And Candice, I know that you do have one or two scratchings, but in race 2, you've got Red Skyline Horizon, first timer gelding, with Anthony aboard.
Yes, Vicky, he's a horse that's going to need ground. It's his first run, obviously. Over the 14 is going to be a bit quick at Durbanville. He's probably going to be green, so I would definitely think he'll need the run. So I don't give him much chance first time out. I think a couple of runs before he starts showing anything and before he starts going over ground.
And then in the bag is a scratching. Race 3, it will only be the 2 runners. Number 11, Emot is a scratching. Number 1, Fordray, up over the 2,000 metres, Candice. I thought this was a lovely decision with regards to testing him for later on.
But yeah, I definitely think he's going to get the 2,000 metres. He's not a quick horse, and last time over the mile, I think I think he needed it a little bit. I think he'd had quite a bit of work at home, but he still was blowing quite hard after his run. So hopefully that run has brought him forward enough for the 2,000 metre race. He's got a nice draw. He's drawn 1. So yeah, I definitely think he's got a good winning chance. Vicky, he's doing well at home. He looks, he's a very good looking horse, and Craig did ride him the other day, and he was very happy with his work. So yeah, I think he'll have a good chance.
You also saddle a Weather King. Didn't seem to round his race off last time. What type of run are you expecting from him this time?
I think should be a better run from him, Vicky. Look, it's difficult for him to take on a horse like Fordray. I think as far as ability goes, he's below him. But it wasn't a bad run from him last time. He just needed it the last part. It's been a bit tricky trying to find races for these horses, especially over this sort of trip. They often don't stand up. So I think he'll be a fitter horse this time. He's also drawn quite nicely, so hoping for a money chance.
Then you have race 4, Trip to Maputo. She's drawn widest of all, but did last time, and she almost seems to love a challenge, this filly.
Yeah, Vicky, she hasn't been blessed with draws. I think she had 1 draw once, and then the rest have been bad. She's a very nice filly, Vicky. I think she's the kind of filly that probably could get a bit of black type later on. She's improving all the time. Thankfully, it's not the biggest of fields. There are only 9 runners, and she's got a very nice turn of foot, so hopefully that won't deter her too much. But she's doing really nicely at home. She's come on very nicely from that run, and looking at that field, I think she should have a very good each way chance if she can overcome that draw.
Race 5, Winter Rainfall comes out, and then the Need for Speed Sprint Race 6. 2 lovely runners, and obviously Future Variety, lovely for the syndicate to have a runner.
Yeah, Vicky, he's really been a lovely horse for a syndicate to own. He's, besides the fact that he's a real character and he's a good-looking horse, he's got ability as well. So pretty much a nice package for all of them. I don't think Durbanville's the ideal course for him. He's a big, long-striding horse. He takes time to unwind. So I think Kenilworth a much better track for him. But I suppose it is what it is. And thankfully, he's got a decent draw. His first run that he had back after quite a long time, he just needed his run, but he put in a good effort there. So I think he would have come on from that, Vicky. So he's definitely a lively runner here. In fact, both my horses, I think, have got lively chances. Captain Arrow won a very decent race last time out, but unfortunately didn't get the best of draws here today. He's drawn 10 out of 10. So a little bit of an ask for him from there. But as I say, Vicky, they're both doing really nicely, and they're both nice horses. I think it's quite a competitive field. There are 1 or 2 horses in there with some really strong form lines, and that have shown they have ability. So it'll be an interesting race, but I think both my horses have got lively chances.
Then it comes to race 7, the Cape Classic. You've got Tenango, drawn 4. He was quite impressive last time. I know it was, you'd expected the win, but the way he rounded his race off for me was very good.
It was very impressive, Vicky, and he's always showed that at home. He showed that he has got the ability, and the run prior to that last run, I was a little bit scratching my head a little bit. I was a little bit disappointed with that. I thought he would win his second start, but he's come on nicely from this maiden win as well. I think from a good draw at Durbanville, he's got a super turn of foot. So he is definitely a lively runner here. I know we're taking on horses with decent ratings, and obviously Eric's horse comes off winning the Langerman, but he's fit and well. He's come on from his run, and I definitely think he needs to be included.
You've got a number of runners over in race 8, the class 3, 1400. It's Give Me a Waltz, Distant Winter, and then also Echo of Life, who drops a little bit in class. Would Give Me the Waltz and Distant Winter need their runs a little bit?
Distant Winter, I don't think too much, Vicky. She's quite a small filly. I mean, she doesn't take a huge amount of work. She had a fairly tough Durban season, so I don't think she'll need her run too much. She's in a good place at the moment. She's very well. So I think ability-wise, she's probably better than what this field is. So she's definitely got a lively chance of winning, even though it's her first run back. The other two, Gimme a Waltz, obviously her first run out the maidens. She might just need a run a bit. It's been a long time since she's had a run, so I would think she might need it a bit, although she has got bottom weight there, and she is a filly that has got ability. So, if she doesn't need it too much, possibly Money Chance. Echo of Life, slowly coming down in the ratings. So she's just been way too high in the ratings. She probably needs to come down a little bit more, and she's drawn widest out, so tough ask for her.
The last of the day, you've got Sundazed and Charlie Croker. Sundazed, a horse nudging down in the ratings, and obviously Charlie Croker ran on very well from quite a way back last time.
Yeah, it was a nice run from Charlie Croker last time. He'd been sick for some time and he'd gone off form a little bit, but I've got him back to his best again. He loves a 1400. I think that's his best trip, although in a 12 last time he was running on strongly. Vicky, it's quite an open race, but I think he must have a good each way chance there. And the other horse, Sundazed, little bit, he's lost his form, or he's lost his way a little bit. Trying the 1400 with him, I think he needed his run last time. He should be a fitter horse this time around. Nicely drawn at 2, so hoping for an improved run, but I think out of the 2, probably Charlie Croker.
Candice, thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you.
That's Candice taking us through runners and some really nice horses coming out. We're most certainly bubbling into the season quite merrily.